You know, some My Little Pony theories actually make more sense than the official show itself. Like the theory that Queen Chrysalis used to be an alicorn, or that Twilight Sparkle was killed by her own friends. Wait, you have no idea what I'm talking about? Then stick with me and check these theories that so many fans thought were canon because they were just that good. Hey beautiful people, I'm Julie, the Pinkie Pie clone. One of the most My Little Pony theories claims that the real Pinkie Pie was actually destroyed by Twilight in the episode Too Many Pinkie Pies, and the pony we see for the rest of the show, it's just a clone for the mirror pool. The idea came from the fact that all those copies seems like exaggerated one-dimensional versions of Pinkie. In other words, they acted like over-the-top Pinkies in the almost annoying way possible, especially with their obsession with having fun, which felt nothing like our Pinkie Pie, you know? And on top of that, they were hyperactive, couldn't focus on anything, and could barely remember whose Pinkie Pie friends were. And the show knew about this theory due to the episode The Saddle Row Reveal. One of the Pinkie clones can actually be seen hiding inside a diner, which only made fans believe the theory even more. But we have to remember that at the end of Too Many Pinkie Pies, the only Pinkie left standing after Twilight's observation test is also the only one capable of showing patience, recognizing her friends, and behaving exactly like the real Pinkie Pie. Not only that, but the clones didn't have all the Pinkies' memories, so if one of them had really survived and replaced the original, the rest of the main six would have noticed that something was off pretty quickly. Timberwolves. This next theory is about Applejack's parents supposedly being attacked and unalived by timberwolves. But where in the world did this idea even came from? Well, it started with the fan animation made by Inkros, where we see Applejack's parents fight off a pack of timberwolves to protect their family, but tragically lose the battle. The story hit fans so hard that a lot of bronies started treating it almost like a canon thing instead of just a headcanon, you know? And while we're down there, let me know in the comments who remember me talking about this theory here in the channel before. But here's the thing, Lauren Faust never confirmed how AJ's parents died. The only thing she ever said in a DeviantArt post was that they were no longer alive. Period. And when fans asked her about it again later, Lauren admitted she didn't even remember what she had originally imagined happened to them. But in my opinion, maybe that's for the best, because if they really had been taken out by timberwolves, that would have been a pretty dark story, right? I mean, even though G4 was made for the whole family, we're still talking about a kid's show there. Queen Chrysalis is the Alicorn Princess. In the episode's Hearts and Hooves Day, the Cutie Mark Crusaders read an old story about the Earth Pony Prince who created a love potion to make an Alicorn princess fall in love with him. And after Queen Chrysalis showed up in season 2 finale, a lot of fans started theorizing that this Alicorn princess was actually Chrysalis before everything happened, and that the love potion had gradually twisted and deformed her body over time, which would explain Chrysalis' creepy appearance. And wow, this theory was so good, like really good. It basically explained her endless hunger for love of other ponies. But if it's in this video, that means it never became canon. That's because the G4 comics eventually revealed Queen Chrysalis' entire origin story, where in short, she and the changelings came from a mutated insect-like creature, basically something straight out of a fantasy version of Chernobyl. Unfortunately, the pretty much completely destroys the Alicorn Princess theory, but I have to admit, if it had been true, Chrysalis would have been the most interesting and tragic character of all G4. And make sure to leave a like in the video if you agree with me on that one, alright? And since we're already talking about changelings, Cozy Glow is a changeling. Ever since this filly first appeared, bronies felt there was something off about her. I mean, Cozy Glow seemed just like like a normal, sweet, innocent filly who wanted to learn about friendship at all, right? But then there's her cutie mark, a chess piece that is usually associated with strategy and manipulation. So if the show gave her that cutie mark, surely it had to mean something, hadn't it? Then, when it finally revealed that she was actually one of the major villains of the season finale, two big theories started making the rounds. The first one claimed that Cozy Glow was actually an adult pony pretending to be a filly, similar to that 2009 orphan movie where the woman faked their age for years. The second theory suggested that she was a changeling sent to infiltrate and destroy the main six, or that she was simply pretending to be nice so she could feed on the love for the ponies. And that second theory really took off on Reddit, with bronies and Prega sisters still debating it after G4 had ended. That's how far it went. The problem is that the series never bothered to explain Cozy Glow's origin, or why a young filly was so manipulative, calculating, and downright cruel. We're talking about a level of manipulation that would make Lila Rossi from Miraculous look familiar with. In other words, it remained one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in all of My Little Pony. Twilight's dead. One of the darkest My Little Pony theories revolves around season 3 finale, the magical mystery cure. In that episode, fans started to believe Twilight didn't just ascend to become an alicorn, but actually died in the process. The reason? When all the main six come together, the elements of harmony unleash a massive burst of magic directly at Twilight, causing her to completely vanish and leaving behind nothing but smoke. Almost as if the elements had disintegrated her. Even the girls looked shocked and confused, with no idea what just happened. Then we see Twilight transported to what it seems like some kind of spiritual realm, where she relives all of her memories as unicorn, almost like her entire mortal life is flashing before her eyes. And when we finally return to her friends, she is no longer a unicorn, she is an alicorn and a princess. To some G4 theorists, that means Twilight's mortal body was replaced by a more powerful ethereal form capable of containing the immersed alicorn magic she was about to receive, almost if she had gone from being an ordinary mortal pony to becoming a divine being. And this theory gained even more traction in G5, with a pony asking Sunny if it was like being ethereal, but none of this has ever been officially confirmed, which is exactly why I'm including it in this video. But what do you think? Did Twilight simply evolve from a unicorn to an alicorn, or did the original Twilight truly cease to exist in that moment? Let me know in the comments and don't hold back, okay? Hasta la vista!